Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I've just had to make this announcement on the previous video that I've just done of Mad Men. I'm sure you can hear I don't sound like me. So I was contemplating whether to work or not tonight, but I don't want my schedule to be bled and pushed into the following week and me have to push episodes forward. I had to do that with a couple of episodes last week as it was because of the heat that we had here. We had a bit of an Indian summer. Saying that, it appears to have given me one heck of a sore throat. Went to bed last night, perfectly fine. Woke up this morning, I couldn't even speak. So, no, there's no effects being added to my voice. If anything, I might have to add some to not make it sound quite so deep and remove some bass. But I'm going to push on anyway, and we're going to get this episode done. So, with that said, welcome back to Fear the Walking Dead. This is episode 13 of season 3. I'm probably not going to talk quite as much throughout this episode. I'm just going to mention and commentate on what's necessary. But it's better than not getting it done for you guys. I don't like delaying stuff. It rattles me. My OCD doesn't like it. So, we left it with, well, everyone trapped. Thanks to Troy with his... I don't even know what to call it at this point. Revenge. The guy's just gone. He's lost it. His brother is now dead. And they're now all trapped underneath inside. And Alicia in there with them. And Madison and everybody else haven't even got back yet. They don't even know. So, let's go find out what the hell happens next. This is episode 13. I don't know. They may be looking for you in here to take charge. Possibly, because who else is going to do it? This isn't going to last long.
Turn on the goddamn air.
It will be baking down there, but like a sauna. People have not even had time to get their wits and grieve. Yeah, with that's the other problem. It all happens so fast. You can have people in here who've been bit.
There's nothing coming through.
Be another way of getting air in here.
That vent is the only way.
Nope.
About that.
The walkers are probably blocking it.
Good, they don't survive this world on the killer.
Shut up, Troy. Your brother's dead because you brought a horde down on us, so we're gonna die.
Correct.
And if they do die, it's not
on you.
because they were too good for this world, it's because we failed.
We have maybe 2 hours before the carbon dioxide kills us.
Okay, she's done the math.
We need to even the odds.
It's this or nothing.
It's not worth the risk.
Other options do we have?
No, it's not. We can...
Here's a quick question. I don't know if it's even possible, or a possible temporary solution to try to increase that number while they go to try to unblock the vent. You are in the supply store down here. Are medical supplies down here too? I'm assuming they are, to have been kept somewhere dry and cool. Have you got any stuff in here that can knock people out? Because if they have, then they're consuming far less oxygen if they're unconscious, and it will give you, each person will add more and more time. I don't know, it's just a consideration.
Fewer people, less carbon dioxide.
Strip everyone down and search them for bites.
They're not prisoners. Can't just force them. Okay, look, we're all in this together.
So how
We're
do you
gonna
do
die
it?
together.
We're all scared. We don't know what's going to happen out there, and we're less sure what's going to happen here. The only airway we have is blocked.
Which
Which means if we can't fix it, for those of you who have been bitten,
to make the sacrifice.
come forward.
Because you know you're not going to live the day out. It's hard enough to admit if you've been bitten that you're done.
Guess we do it the hard way.
No. You need one to do it first. Got to. You got to do the right thing. You've got to do the right thing if you've got other people in here that your family.
We drive through the dead to get to them.
There's too many. We need to create a way through them or draw them away.
Okay. We Moab this shit.
We stored the fuel from the depot over on the other side of the ranch.
I like it when we get this, when we get a confined space and we get an emergency. It either brings the best out of people or it brings the worst out of people.
Then you'll be taken care of.
There's not enough ammunition to shoot us all.
Who said we're going to use bullets?
You gonna stab us?
You what? This is the awful thing about this world. You all are susceptible to this. You all have the virus. You're all going to end up this way when it's your time. Whether your time is now, a week from now, a year from now, or 10 years from now. No one's going to live into old age. I've mentioned that in the other show enough. Everyone has a ticking clock here. So, with that said, you can't expect your body to be knocked out and left intact, because you then become imminently more dangerous than you were when you were sucking down oxygen. So, to be honest, I've never seen a big deal about what happens to your body when you're dead. You're dead. It doesn't matter. And that's in the normal world. If you knew that you were going to become something else this vicious and deadly, most people would choose for you to just go do whatever the fuck you need to do to keep me down when I'm gone. That's it. You get no more time. You don't get to see the sun again. You don't get nothing. This is it. But the fact that you have is giving you some extra time.
Yes.
Is my voice getting deeper? It's starting to sound worse. Yeah. And the worst part is, yeah, the more you get anxious and your anxiety levels go up, the more oxygen you consume. Like, she's consuming twice as much oxygen right now.
But those people have done their part. You need to do yours. They need you.
This is why these are your survivors. Not those who are like, oh, well, it's only a small bite, I might be okay. They're people, those are
Create a
dead.
scene. We'll get to the stable.
I know there's no other way of drawing them, but... I mean, fair point, he couldn't see where he was going anymore. Oh, they're getting in the chopper. Okay. Yeah, now what? Are you planning on taking off in that thing? Because you ain't getting back out of it.
All those people. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be okay.
If she didn't have PTSD before, she certainly fucking has now. And we're in the air vent. That is the last thing we need right now for you to get stuck.
Listen to me. I need you to breathe. Okay? Inhale. 2, 3.
You know, my husband was in the first tower when it fell.
Oh my God.
I tried calling his cell over and over. Even when you're hopeless. Hope is all you have.
Do you know something? That is the first time I can recall in this show, in this genre, that they have pulled something out of history from our world into their world that's happened the same. Because we are all aware that in this world, Fear the Walking Dead, they're not called zombies. We know them as zombies. These things are zombies. They don't call them that because they've never had that term in their world. That is the first time they've pulled a historical, huge event into their into their world. I can't think of another time that they've actually done that. It's just these worlds have looked identical to ours, very similar to ours. Wow.
I met my second husband at a support group for the families. Yeah. Good sex and all that, sure. But if they're not funny, forget it.
I lost it once. In front of my son. He was terrified of me. He was living with his mom when everything went to... Wasn't there to save him.
Kind of good getting on with this, by the way.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, we need to move. People are running out of oxygen.
Ripping my bra off at Woodstock.
Thanks with Dad. After school.
Drinking wine in Central Park.
We were at the summer camp up in the Sierras. I was 9. And I was supposed to sing "This Land Is Your Land." And I freeze. I can't remember a single word.
Stage fright.
I really looked up to him when I was young.
I wonder what got him on that road.
More than anyone.
There has to be a trigger, usually. When it's an extreme, like he was going through.
Here. No.
Why are they all down? Have we left it too long?
I need to turn the rotors on.
Heads up! Okay, we need to learn to fly helicopter now. Wow, that cut, didn't it? Can't really tell because it's all blood.
Hey.
It is. It is. If she passes out here, you're all dead. Now we have just compounded the problem even more. Well, there's your problem.
There it is.
That's why with no ventilation, you're stuck in the bleeding fan. Because the next thing you fall, then we've got a broken limb. No! Ah, hell! Come on. Yes. Good. Wow, that would make your fucking ears ring in there. She's learned how to use that quickly. What just blew outside? They're here. Alicia's a G, man.
They're here, we gotta go.
She's gone. Now she looks like she's in the 100 again. All stained with blood.
She got to the fuel reserves before we did.
It was enough to make an impact.
Day bloom.
And some.
Make the trading post by nightfall, supply up, dam by morning. Did you tell her?
She's still in shock.
No, not yet.
Your father. He's alive, Ophelia. He's asked us to bring you to him.
It's true.
There's nothing here now.
Where's Jake?
Oh, fuck. No, she didn't.
How?
Trying to stop this.
How?
He got bit.
Troy, saw it coming, came to warn us.
No.
It was too late.
Nick's covering for him.
We found Daniel at the dam.
Stop.
It's safe, it's supplied.
Stop pretending any place is safe. It's not.
The dam has water and walls. It's the best we're gonna get.
We should go while there's still sunlight.
No. I'm not going. I'm seeing things more clearly now than I ever have. I need to find a way to live for myself. You can't force me on that truck.
Wow.
With rations, a weapon, I can survive, you know I can.
She just keeps seeing over and over that the other way, Madison's way, just keeps ending up like this.
Why don't I follow her and make sure she gets where she's going?
I can't lose both of you.
Think of it as a scout.
Walker won't want him
Do we
with
have
us.
to?
He's a fighter. You might need him.
When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling.
In the end, the vent
in the
didn't
wheat
make a damn
fields
difference.
waving. This land is your land, and this land is my land.
Wow, what a
From
thoroughly
California
excellent but
to
massively
New York
depressing
Island.
episode. I
This
guess if
land
you're on
was
your
made
own,
for
you've
you
only
and
yourself to
me.
worry about. Okay guys, episode 13 of season 3. I did my best throughout that episode to give as much commentary as I could. My throat is getting worse, I think. If at some point you see this episode and anything subsequently after it get pushed back a little bit, it's because I end up more ill. I'm hoping I don't. This thing came on that quickly. Usually they go as quickly. A day or two I might be okay. Anyway, putting that to one side, that was a very good episode. To create the level of anxiety and panic and fear in a confined space where you're trapped and everyone is scared is the ultimate, it's the ultimate thing to show on screen in a television show, because everyone responds and reacts differently. And Alicia stepped up with that. In the end, I mean, you can only do by trying, right? She did everything that she possibly could to try to save everybody by having to put those down that she didn't want to do, and she had to go through that and experience all of that. And in the end, she may as well have not bothered, because they all ended up dead anyway. And the other ones that came out of it was the ones that weren't in there other than her. She's the only one who walked away from that, other than him and Ophelia who were in the vent. So, I still think it's a mistake that Nick is kind of covering for Troy, because he is the instigator of this. That's the ranch gone. I can't say I'm sorry to go see the ranch go. I was hoping we didn't get to stay at the ranch and go into another season with it, but I didn't actually expect everyone to die. I thought we were just going to leave. But that's put a finite end to it. Alicia's now going off on her own. Nick's scouting to see where she's going, that she's okay, which means they're probably going to run into more trouble. And Alicia's just decided that your way is not the best way, Mum, Madison. I can't do it no more. I would rather it just be me. She's lost Jake as well. And that way, well, I've only me to take care of, and if I miss something or I'm careless, then I'm gone. Simple as. Just as they come back, more or less half of this second part of the season has all been about trying to come to an agreement, trying to get resources, trying to find a source of water, trying to get everything on the ranch back to normal. And it's all just gone to hell. It's all just gone up in smoke. Fuel along with it. Right, there we go. We have got 3 episodes left of the season. I will be back with episode 14 next week. If you do want to watch any of these, don't forget they are available over on Patreon. You can check the link in the description for everything over there. I'll give you all the details anyway. And I would appreciate a quick channel sub. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, is what I'm saying. And I will get going before my voice gives out completely. I did my best. It's better than not being able to bring this episode to you this week. Right, so see you for episode 14 in a week's time. Take care.